Welcome to Healing with the Diamonds podcast. This show features Larry and Kaylin Diamond, along with guests who are passionate about helping families heal together. Through personal stories and powerful conversations, you'll hear real life experiences and practical tools for reclaiming health. Please note, the information shared in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult your healthcare provider before making changes to your health routine. If you're enjoying Healing with the Diamonds podcast, we'd love your help spreading the word. Leaving a quick review or rating on your favorite podcast platform helps others find us and helps more families start their own healing journey. Thanks so much for listening. Now, here's today's episode.
I
think we are.
Hey, happy afternoon, everyone.
Or, yeah,
Go ahead. Or morning. Or night.
yes, or September 7th, September 8th. Those of you not in North America or where the lunar eclipse is going to be visible, enjoy, or I hope you did enjoy. Corn moon. Do you know why it's called a corn moon?
I'm guessing it has something to do with the harvest.
Yes, a harvesting. And it's also in Pisces and it's also a lunar eclipse. So
Lots
good
of
cosmic energy.
good cosmic energy. I'm glad that it's happening during our reset.
Absolutely. You know, a lot of people are calling it a reset, which is super
Oh,
interesting.
like a cosmic reset.
And also individual, and to get rid of habits, thoughts, limiting beliefs, maybe even relationship, whatever it might be that aren't
I would love to
serving,
say
and
that we
reset.
planned it that way, but we didn't. But it would sound really good if we said, yes, we planned all of this with the
There are no coincidences.
there. Okay. I like it.
But speaking, we did plan it for September because it's a really good time to reset things and create structure and habits. So I ended up calling my method that helped so many people, including me and both of us, the CEE method, and consistency, so that a reset is consistency. That's what a reset is about. So taking out, committing to our changes and then doing them consistently for 30 days. And I would say the reset is one of the best ways to build consistency because you commit it to the changes for 30 days,
Right.
Zero decision fatigue. You've already decided before the reset to do it consistently. And that's exactly what's happening with me, with what I'm working on. And the first week has been great.
Okay. Yeah.
So,
Tell us again, what
yeah.
were your things that you were planning on resetting?
Coffee, but let me also, so consistency, effective, and enjoyable. So these changes and what we do at Healing with the Diamond are very, very, very effective. Low carb, healthy fat, giving up the big four sugars, refined grains, seed oils, and ultra processed food, working on not snacking, and then some intermittent fasting. All of those are the most powerful changes we can make. So effective, and they're enjoyable. Cooking part, and we're going to show them our meal tonight.
Yeah.
And the food's delicious, and we feel so great with what we do at Healing with the Diamonds. So it's effective and enjoyable. And when things are effective, but a reset is a way to jumpstart that consistency. So, because no decision fatigue. So my habit changes were more consistent, body weight and strength and movement. And that went spectacular. No dairy, which went very well. Little grumpy. No, I learned a lot. And no, it's been great. And it did really point out to me how much I was having dairy. And also I was having dairy, mostly butter, but probably a decent amount of butter in coffee. So I've been having less coffee and I've been having black coffee. But the body weight has been really great.
Again, so what are the body weight exercises?
Yeah, so I'm doing primarily kettlebell swings and something called goblet squats. And then, of course, push-ups and isometrics. I haven't added planks, but this coming week, I'm going to be doing planks, and I may get some sprinting in. I may do some pull-ups, but I love kettlebell swings as they're compound movements, and there's such a great return on investment. And if people don't know what a goblet squat is, it's typically you can use any weight, but I use kettlebells, ironically. And I used even my heaviest kettlebell, and you squat with it. And what I've been doing, and I was telling Kaylin about this, and it's my preferred way, and the gains are so amazing, and it takes a fraction of the time, so I enjoy it more. I do just one set to failure. There are so many ways to do body weight exercises, and traditionally they might be, I don't know, 15 push-ups, a set of 4, or
15
or
reps. It's like, and then
15
reps and
right,
then 4 sets.
4 sets,
Right.
or, kettlebell swings. Like, they've done studies, and just one set to failure is super highly effective. It demolishes the time investment. So I literally, on these kettlebell squats, I don't know what. So I do one set, and there's kind of an art to failure. So when I think I can't go longer, and we never want to hurt ourselves,
Mm.
I might do 2 or 3 more kettlebell swings, or 1 or 2, or at most 3 more squats. And I've really reached my limit, but then just that one, whatever it is, 40 push-ups, 15 squats. I don't even know how many kettlebell swings, but I just do the one set to failure.
And so when I was talking, we were talking about our progress earlier in the week, and I shared that I was doing well on my other ones, but the body weight is what I was having an issue with. I wasn't getting them done. And in my head, I was like, oh, it's this timing. I either need to get up earlier or set a time or set an alarm, and that might work for some people. But it just, for whatever reason, it wasn't clicking with me. I was thinking, I guess, like the whole, like this many sets, this many reps. And when you shared the one set to failure, I was like, oh, I can do that. Right. And
It
so,
really, yeah.
so even though I'm now kind of starting a little bit later, right, a week into it, but I have another strategy or another method to help me do that, and be more successful. So those are those tips and tricks that we got going
Yeah.
on here.
Yeah.
Healing from
Yeah.
the Diamonds.
The dairy, and I can't, knowing that it's black and white and that I committed to it, I see the dairy, and there's dairy in our fridge, and we were making something, you were making something, it looks delicious for tonight, that usually has dairy. Whoops. Do you need to plug in your
I will check.
battery?
Okay.
Because I think it dimmed a little bit, and it said, and we were live. And so, yeah, and I was realizing how frequently I was having dairy, and these habit changes really are a great, well,
Right there. It's right there. Look.
okay. I don't know. Does it go on this side? Yay, we're back. I think we would have disaster averted. I'm excited because I'm finding really great food enjoyment without the dairy. So it's really empowering. I want to be in control of dairy.
And one of the ways that then, just like you supported me with the ideas and the strategy to work on the body weight exercise, I am supporting him. And when I do cook, I am just making a conscious choice to leave out the dairy, which, we can get to the point where,
That's the cup.
we can get to the point where we just kind of mindlessly make those meals that we always make. And a lot of them might include dairy. So again, with the reset, I'm kind of resetting myself and realizing I can make a lot of great meals and it doesn't have to be dairy. So, so we had some really great eggplant from our farmer's market. And usually I make like a moussaka, which is a Greek eggplant and meat and tomato sauce dish. And traditionally it has like a bechamel sauce. I just left out the bechamel sauce. I just made it up, sliced those lovely eggplant. And personally,
Oh,
I like to do a coating on the eggplant. And we did that with, I did it with pork rinds and a little egg. I left out the milk and the egg mixture
oh,
and put in a little olive oil, like your suggestion from
yeah,
before.
yeah.
So, yeah, we're going to see how that goes.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, you can do an egg wash. And also, you could look up paleo moussaka and get
Oh,
tons of
sure. Yeah.
recipe and grain free. And that's how we started. And there's so many. I didn't bring cookbooks over, but I really like new keto dinner in 30. I don't know if it's technically grain free. There's the Wheat Belly cookbook, which is grain free. Grain Brain cookbook, you name
There's
it.
so many. Yeah.
Uh, uh, Anna Vicino, Eat Happy. And that really captures our philosophy. So Anna Vicino, who works with Vinnie Tortorich, found out that she was celiac. And then she went through three the three stages, which are a morning stage,
Hmm.
bread, a donut, what, and then an acceptance phase and then a thriving phase.
Hmm.
She captures that with her titles of her book, Eat Happy.
I know it, and
And
again to the reset, it helps me switch out of the mindlessness, the beautiful chaos, right, that we talked about during the summer. And I am more mindful about my daily practices. I'm more mindful about the food that I'm preparing for the family. Um, and it's a way like this mindfulness. And I think you hear about mindfulness a lot, but um, I like to hear about different ways to practice mindfulness, right? It's
uh,
not always just sitting in quiet, silent meditation. There can be other ways to be mindful, right? Your mind is full of one thing. My mind is full of resetting my daily practices, like for technology. Like I'm really proud of myself about
mhm.
technology. Yeah. So I thought I was talking about the little book light, right? So this guy goes to sleep before I do. And he's really light sensitive. He has his eye mask
Oh, I
on.
don't even notice
Yeah, he
this.
doesn't even notice. So it's called Hugo, Hugo, and it's great because it has a different quality of light. So you got the more
We got
yellow
the
light, right?
dual one,
The
I
more
think.
red light, and you got a kind of combination there, and it provides plenty of light. I got my book, The Friday Night Club, which is a great book if anyone's interested. There's a artist, Helma off Clint, really cool book. Anyways, so I've been using this and it has been taking the place of my doom scrolling in bed.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
so much happier.
And the great thing about a reset is that we're taking out something not serving us
Mhm.
and replacing it with something that does serve us. So I've been having more herbal teas, like
Oh,
two
because
or
that's
three
right. Coffee.
times
You
a
wanted to
day.
reduce coffee.
Right. And I've been reducing coffee. And then we have so many great herbs. So now I'm getting a handle with coffee. And organic coffee can be very healthy within a range. And some people, but I was overdoing the range and it was probably the negative. I was still, I think, sleeping well, but maybe raising cortisol a bit too much. Plus, I was having dairy in the coffee. So, a few things. I'm having less coffee. I'm having it black, which I'm going to carry it forward. Am I going to always have it black? No, but I'm reacquainting myself with how much I enjoy black and I'm having more herbal tea, less cortisol. The body weight is really great. I started smiling because I actually have a 60-pound kettlebell, which I got primarily for goblet squats. I can't do kettlebell swings yet with 60 pounds. I use a 35 pound for that. So I did do kettlebell squats with the 60 pounds and I challenged my body. But then I had to take a break from the 60 pounds because and I went back to the 35-pound and it felt like a feather. So I got stronger with the 60 pounds. Like I was like, am I holding the 35? Like it didn't even, it was, so I am clearly getting stronger. So just wonderful things. And again, the most difficult thing that I found for um, clients is to break on through to that food freedom. Jim Morrison. I went to Venice High. I'm a UCLA Bruin. He was a Bruin. His energy. I was
To
a
the food
kid.
freedom.
I mean, Jim Morrison energy was permeating my soul. And Bruce Lee. They were Richard Cinnamon. They were all in LA when I was. So blame Jim Morrison, Bruce Lee, and Richard Feynman for the soul I am. No, I'm no blame.
Same here. No, just
Um,
just thinking about ways to help ourselves and others
You-
and spread or just share the love and share what has helped us
And
over the last 10 years.
the resets can break people through to the other side. So people that aren't familiar with the doors, and people can spend years, decades, and never lose the hold of the big four: the sugar, the refined carbs, the seed oils, the ultra processed foods. And the 30 days, day in and day out, can work where nothing else has worked, because there's no decision fatigue. And then resets work two ways. Like, I'm planning to bring back dairy, but I'm not planning to bring back the lack of strength training. So it's going to be a permanent
Or
change for
overdoing
me,
that.
or overdoing coffee. And the most popular reset I've ever done on average is no ultra processed foods. But the reset is a springboard for no ultra processed foods for life. That's
Yeah. So yeah, like you said, they can be permanent or temporary, and also like so the dairy one is a great one where you could see how you feel when you reintroduce dairy.
Yes,
So
that's
let's
the
take
classic Whole 30. We called this a reset, and a September reset, because it wasn't a Whole 30. But you're right. There's an additional benefit for people that make 30 days. Say a Whole 30 would be no legumes, no grains, and no dairy.
so reintroduction. Let's say you've taken out more than one thing. Like you took out just dairy, right? So let's say you took out
So
dairy.
let's use just a
Okay, well,
dairy
so what
reset.
you would do then is when you were done with your reset, you would then reintroduce whatever you took out dairy. So you'd reintroduce dairy one day,
One type of dairy.
and
You want to be very
one day and one type of dairy. And then you'd wait. You wouldn't introduce
3
it.
days.
Yeah,
It's a 3 day.
exactly.
If-
You'd wait 3 days and then see how your body did. Like see how you react to it. And if in particular, if you're feeling worse after you reintroduce it, then you know that dairy is not
Or
something.
that particular dairy
Yeah.
item. So you want to be, and like a Whole 30, reintroducing different types of grains, beans, and dairy. The reintroduction can take longer than 30 days.
Yeah.
So,
Because one at a time.
but if you were doing dairy, you'd want to do like maybe a hard cheese. And then the reason for the 3 days is that it's quite common for people to react to a food. Maybe say you went out on Saturday, not on Saturday or Sunday or even Monday, but
Could take that.
well, so if you eat something on Saturday, then you'd go Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and then introduce something else on Wednesday. And that happened frequently. People would eat out on a Friday or Saturday, and they're like, no, I didn't feel anything. And I'm like, how was your Monday? And they'd be like, I
So
had some bathroom problems. And yeah, so that's the reason for the 3 days. Yeah.
as we get to the end of our September reset, we can go back and talk about that more. But I know for myself, late night technology, that's not something I'm going to bring back. That because I definitely feel that I sleep so much better not eating after dinner, late into the evening. That's another thing that I will not be
Yeah.
bringing back.
And what's interesting, we had bought the book light like 2 or 3 months ago,
Yeah,
and you only started doing it consistently because of the
because of the
reset.
reset. Yep.
They're so great. You can introduce these habits that your intuition is saying, I really want to. They're great. So if you catch this on replay, again, if you are starting now, if you have started, let us know how they're going. Jump into a reset anytime. You can start any day you want. Because September's just very convenient because, man, that October 31st to January 2nd,
Can be rough.
it's, oh God, I was going to use the word carnage. If we're not prepared. Yeah.
But
And
yeah, this is a great way to prepare.
yeah,
So if you
absolutely.
happen to, if you'd like some accountability, go ahead and put something in our comments and we can help you with that accountability. As always, you can check out our website and our different podcasts. I don't know about you, but when I hear um, all the reasons behind these changes, it really helps me to consistently make these changes. So
Yeah.
our
And,
podcasts are great places to help reinforce the good changes that we talk about.
and
If you
we're
want
doing
more
this on
information,
yeah.
check out
Oh,
our consultations.
the consultations are going great. That'll be on our website. And our blog is now up on our website.
Yeah,
And we also we're recording this on the 7th. On the 8th, tomorrow, Monday, Dr. Nisha Winner's podcast.
good one.
It's
If,
mind-blowingly good.
if you have been touched by cancer or family members, please check it out. It is mind blowingly good. And,
It,
and it is hopeful. It is. There are so many things that are hopeful about it. And it's just,
uh,
I'm excited. I get
that
chills thinking about
that podcast can save lives.
it.
It really can.
Yeah.
And what I love about it is it's
Yes.
empowering because it Dr. Nasha is an integrative oncologist, and her view on cancer and cancer treatments and even what cancer is, I am aligned with. And she makes the case for that. And she had such advanced cancer at 19, given 4 months, like they were like, it's so advanced, we can't treat it at all. And she's thriving in her 50s. So
Yeah, it's amazing. So be sure and check that out. Thank you guys for checking this out, either if it was live or in the replay. And we look forward to talking to you guys in a couple weeks.
happy healing.